All change again in the Dakar. The bikers get a day off. They fly to Timbuktu. Cars racing as always. Jean-Pierre Fontenay, the defending champion, showing his passion undiminished, winning today's special. And Schlesser, controlled as always, he stays top of the rankings, but loses time to Prieto today. Well, because of the changed route yesterday from Bobo Dioulasso in Burkina Faso to Gao in Mali, it was on a longer route today. It was a fond farewell to Burkina Faso, a very warm people, a beautiful country, a feast for the eyes, well worth a visit, I can tell you.
Thank you. Bonne arrivée. Ça va bien? Santé.
So we didn't finish in Gao, we finished in Mopti, and again, of course, that caused even more problems. Today's stage was a very, very long one, 1,000 kilometers in all. Tough Oriol, race director, believing it to be exactly the right decision.
For the Dakar, because it's one day shorter. We're all running out of time to get back into the lead again, and I think many of the top riders are not happy about it.
Well, Alfie Cox, desperate, of course, to make up time. So a pleasant journey for all and sundry.
To look down and see maybe where some people got lost yesterday, but I think it's quite crazy. They are concurrents. We're not allowed to talk with them because maybe they find out something and it's not so good. And, you know, we have a KTM girl that's trying to beat this BMW girl, and the same as the KTM boys are trying to beat the BMW boys. So No, we're all friends. That's why we sit together and talk together, and that's why it's so good on the Dakar. It's the teams help each other, and today the BMW aquapuncture man helped me today to see if maybe you could relieve some of my pain, and I think it's great. Why must we be enemies? At the end of the day, the best man will win, and I think we must all be friends. That's important.
Good for you, Alfie Cox. Well, now let's get serious. Cars and trucks. Tough luck. An awful long liaison, 602 kilometers to start them off, and then a 430 kilometer special. No wonder they gave the bikers the day off. The heat, the pressure, right on for the cars. So, destination Timbuktu. Jean-Pierre Fontenay getting the foot down early. Yes, Fontenay was second at the first checkpoint behind Miguel Prieto. You're the second car, the man said. Fontenay just 38 seconds off the pace at that time. A great navigation on a fast course. Gave him an edge on the day. Had a lot of bad luck in this Dakar, Fontenay. Defending champion. Chatting away, of course, to his co-driver. It's proved so important in this rally so far. Ably assisted by Gilles Picard, sitting next to him. Rugged terrain, but nothing too taxing. He says, many days I've been at the back. It's a great pleasure for me today, he said, to take this stage. Very happy with the course. Really was a great day. Yes, indeed, he was to wind in Prieto and take this stage. One of the longest and most draining, in temperatures exceeding 30 degrees in the shade. Yes, Timbuktu in Mali. A romantic destination today. Oh, romance, the last thing on these boys' minds. Always winding in the horizon, providing us with the pictures that have made this race so dramatic. Prieto taking on water very quickly at instructions. And Prieto with a decent day. Lots of stress, he says, which will carry on to tomorrow. Liaison was far too long, he says, but he knew he was faster than Schlesser and Shinazuka. But he knows also he's still got more time to make up. Yes, Prieto finishing a minute ahead of Jean-Louis Schlesser today. But he still trailed him by 8 minutes and 25 overall. Schlesser taking no chances today. The foot was down, the mind was clear. He knew what he had to do, and that was just get home in good time. Not necessarily a sensational one. Shinazuka, over 2 hours off the pace overall, but pride at stake here. He as well suffered so many punctures in the first half of the Dakar, and he wants to make the second his own.
At the beginning we had 600 liaison too wrong, but after that we had 430 special stage. It was quite fast, so almost a Sunday piece, but sometimes very dusty. It's fish, we call fish, lots of dust. But some place was very, very fast. We enjoyed the driving, but we had 2 times more missed calls. Then Prieto passes the tour.
Shizuoka's showing his mettle today. Fourth fastest, just 7 minutes and 16 seconds off Fontenay's winning pace. Matsuoka also up there, fifth fastest today, 21 minutes adrift. No real chance for Matsuoka overall, nearly 3 hours off the pace. No, it really is the top three of Schlesser, Prieto and Kleinschmidt that are doing battle still. And so what about Jutta Kleinschmidt? Well, she was not at all happy today, I can tell you.
Heute nach 10 Kilometern ist uns eine
Yes, she said she was stuck behind a white Nissan. She doesn't know which one for around 200 kilometers. She damaged a wheel, and one of the slower Nissans overtook her and refused to let her pass, she said. So she was stuck. She kept trying to overtake. She almost hitting trees. It cost her around 20 minutes, she says. The last 3 days, she said, very unlucky. Many, many punctures. Windscreen problem as well. Yes, if it wasn't for the Nissan, she says, she's had a much better day indeed. 28 minutes and 56 seconds off the pace. Kleinschmidt now 3/4 of an hour behind second place Prieto, who trails Schlesser, as we said, by 8 minutes and 25. It was a long one. It was tough. So let's get a confirmation of just how they're settling down in the Dakar after 10 stages and reaching Timbuktu. So who's going to win?
Qui va gagner le Dakar à ton avis cette année?
Le Mitsubishi de Utah, Kleinschmidt, c'est Jean-Louis.
Jutta Kleinschmidt.
I think Schlesser will win. Prieto. Je refuse de donner un nom.
C'est Schlesser qui va gagner. Prieto.
Well, we decided to ask a man who really would know. The witch doctor has the answer in Timbuktu. Would it be Kleinschmidt, Schlesser, or Prieto?
Utah.
Aha, das I cannot tell you.
El 207. Ah, j'en sais rien. Franchement, je sais pas.
Well, they don't know. This man does. The winner, he says, will be Schlesser. Well, it wasn't just the four-wheelers. It was the big boys. Some with 4, some with 6, some with 8. They also had to complete today's arduous 600-kilometer liaison and 400 special. A few complaints, it has to be said. They went for it nonetheless. Overall, the Tatra of Lopre, the Kamaz of Moskovsky. They the main contenders, still, in this Dakar. Well, problems today. Punctures once again. And it's hard work when you've got to jack up a truck like this. Carol Lepre.
On peut un peu. Là-bas, en sortie dans un virage.
We've lost a little time, he says.
Filtre gasoil.
Just got to fill up the oil, make sure the pressure's correct.
Polier, courant, vous savez, parce qu'ils sont parallèles.
Yes, once the parallel ports are remade,
Si c'est suffisant, on ne peut pas.
we'll be underway. He thinks it's enough, he says. Well, one of the advantages of being in a big truck is, of course, you can carry many, many tools with you as well. Good job. And so, to tomorrow, and we're back on the official course. Thank goodness. Timbuktu, crossing the border from Mali into Mauritania. Nema, the target, 539 kilometers of special with a 9-kilometer liaison. So it'll be a fond farewell to Timbuktu and the majestic people therein. And it's a fond farewell from us this evening. Full day's racing tomorrow. We'll see you then.